Okay, all right, so we had started reading, we stopped the recording, but we started up again. So we had started reading, so you want to, we stopped on set stays, but you want to go ahead and read that, Norm?
Okay, start over again. Oh, then Legon.
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 That's like an O-N.
Legon. Otis.
O-T.
O-T.
That's going to be a capital Epsilon.
Egg.
Because egg, that's a D sound, that's a gamma. Egg. Egg.
And. Okay.
Egg. No.
Egg no. Yeah, this egg no. Okay.
Ka.
Ka. Egg no ka.
Egg no ka.
Off tone.
Off tone.
Off tone.
Off. Like off. Off. Word off. Off tone.
Eon.
Aeon.
Aeon. Text.
Tas.
Has.
Because you got the off and tas.
Has.
Entolas.
Entolas.
Okay, think about this was off tone, so this is
Off two.
off two.
Off two.
Good.
May.
Good. It's gonna be te.
Te pa.
Now that's an R sound.
Te ra.
Te-rone.
Te-rone.
And then this is one we would sell.
Possess stay.
Stays.
Stay.
Stays.
So, that's it, right? Possess stay.
Stays.
Stays.
Yeah.
Possess stay.
Stays.
Prepare stays.
Okay. You should recognize this one.
I do.
You see this?
Esteem.
Esteem.
When I think of that word, I think of Tina.
Esteem. Okay.
Care. No, care.
Care.
In.
And. Now this is just going to be an oo sound. Two.
Twos.
Two.
Two. Ooh.
No, it starts with the toe. Two. Toe.
What's tongue? Two tongue.
Two toe.
Two toe. I thought the second that the W is O.
Yeah, two toe.
Two toe. Okay.
Two toe.
In.
A.
A.
As in Ada. A.
Angalia.
That's a lambda.
Aletheia.
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 Aletheia. Actually, because your accent's there. Aletheia.
Oh, okay. Aletheia. Okay.
Ook.
Ook. Esteem.
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 Okay, that's verse 4.
Oh, it's Os.
Os. Now this is a delta and then an alpha nu. Don, I guess Don.
That's a diphthong.
It's not a diphthong, no, because it's not two vowels together. A delta is a consonant. It makes like
That's not the first off. That's not it.
No, that's alpha nu, not alpha upsilon.
Oh, okay.
That's an N sound, so it's alpha nu.
D A.
I think it would be pronounced. Okay, let me get to, it's 5. There's 5. Oh wait, I'm in chapter 1. So os da'an. It's a D and there's an apostrophe there, and then alpha nu. Da'an or Don. It looks Don. And this is similar to this one. Instead of te-rone, it's just te-re.
Te-re.
See how it's a tau, eta, ro, eta. Te-re.
Te-re. Okay. So.
Two.
Two.
Two as in soup. Two.
Tone.
Tone. That's your lambda O.
The many word?
Yes.
Okay.
Low. It's going to be low.
Logos.
Logos. Gone.
Lagone.
Tone, logo.
Logo.
You're thinking of the word logos, because that means word, and that's what this is, but it's in the accusative, tone, logon.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's those cases again.
Yeah, it says cases again. So, octu, tone, logon,
Lagone. La.
all, you have your alpha, lambda, all,
All.
a, similar to this word. Here you had aletheia. Here you have alethos.
The.
That's your that's your theta.
Os.
Omega. Thos.
La.
So here's aletheia, alethos.
Alethos. So, okay.
Alethos.
Alethos.
Alpha.
Alethos.
Lay, the lambda, eta, lay, alethos.
Alethos. In.
In, and we have this one already, tuto,
Two-toe in
a, that's your eta.
A.
I know, it's not in, but it's a.
Yeah.
This is going to be a recognizable word too. That's an alpha, gamma, alpha. Aga.
No, that's not what I'm thinking of. I think that's not it. There's no
Okay.
G in it.
But it is a G
Is that a
sound.
G?
It's a gamma, yes, it's a G sound. Aga, and then you have your pi,
I know
A.
I did this and I
Hey.
remember it, but it's
agape,
I don't know what?
agape, agape,
Agape.
yes,
Agape.
Agape.
I can't say it that way though.
agape.
I
And
can say
have you
that.
heard that word before?
Yeah, that's what, when I
Please
saw it, I knew it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, when I was doing my
And look
work.
at where the accent is. Agape.
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 Agape. So, okay, that's love.
Yes, agape.
Okay, and I'm saying agape. So the way I'm saying this right? Agape?
Well, not agape, because it's not an eta, it's an alpha. Agape.
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 Agape. Okay.
Yes, your A sound, not your A sound. Agape. But your accent, it's not agape, it's agape.
Agape. Agape.
Which is kind of how we say it, agape. Agape.
I remembered it when I was writing it. I remembered it.
Oh, good.
Yeah, but
Okay, so,
wait. I don't know.
okay, so os, don, te, re, obtus, no S sound. Obtu, tone, logon, alethos,
Alethos.
well, maybe be alethos,
Alethos.
in,
And
tuto, a, agape, alright,
Ton. Two.
that is like a
That
little
is, that's
soup,
right.
two,
The.
that,
Tone. That's not. No, it's not that.
erased a little bit. Yeah,
Two.
no S sound, two, theu,
Two.
you got your th and e, theu,
Theu. The.
theu,
The TH and
two,
the.
theu,
Two. Theu.
two,
Two.
theu,
Theu. Theu.
theu,
Theu.
yeah.
Two.
Which has to do with God. Theos, theo, anytime you see that, it has to do with God.
That's what I'm saying. I'm recognizing things, even though that's not the letters. But when I got them together, I say that's agape love.
Okay, here's a long one. So you got tau, epsilon. So this says a T sound, that says e. So te,
We had the last one. Tete el.
and then here's your lambda, but you've got a diphthong. Your epsilon iota makes an E sound. Teteli. See, this is going to make an E sound. Teteli.
O.
O.
Te.
Te. Good.
Oh.
Because that's another diphthong. That makes an F. This makes an E, and this makes an F. So teteliota.
Tatami.
Teteliota. Let's see. Teteliota. Leota. There's your accent. Teteliota.
Tete mi o.
Lee. That's the lambda. Teteliota.
say as me or you?
Tetali.
Lee.
That's
That's
the L
Lee.
sound. Tetali.
O.
Ote. Ote.
Okay. Okay.
Tetaliota. That's a hard one. Okay.
Eon.
In, no, that's not eon, this is eon.
N.
N,
Toe.
soup, and go soup.
Two.
Two-toe.
Two tone.
Two-toe, no N sound, just an omega. Two-toe. We've had that up here, two-toe, two-toe, two-toe. We've had that 3 times.
Two toe.
It's a dative word, you can see by that iota subscript.
That's the
So
baby
two-toe.
eater. Baby eater.
Baby iota.
Two
Two-toe.
toe.
Okay, we had this word last week.
G. That's
Ga,
ga.
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 Okay, that's an iota, so it says E.
O.
Gi,
G.
and then you have a new omega. No. New omega would make an N sound and an O sound. Ginos. Ginoscomen. Yeah, don't forget the sigma in there. Ginoscomen.
Dinotomen.
Ginoscomen.
Dinocomen.
No, ginoscomen. You got an S in there. A sigma. Ginoscomen.
Comen. Dinocomen.
Ginoscomen.
Dinocomen.
Like you got ginoscomen. Ginoscomen. Don't forget the S in there. Look, you got that little S in there. S sound. Ginoscomen.
So how do you, after you do the O, you got the S sound? Dinoc.
Yes. Ginos. Ginoscomen.
Comen. Dinoc.
Ginoscomen. So it would be like no, sco,
Skull.
men.
Oh, okay. Dinocomen.
Ginoscomen.
Dinoc.
Yeah, that's a sigma.
Yeah.
So without it, yeah, you're dropping it out, but you gotta keep it. Ginoscomen. I mean, you can put the S sound in front of the K, sco, or you can ginoscomen. I don't know what's right, whether to put the S sound with ginos or ginoscomen. Ginoscomen.
Dinocomen.
Ginoscomen. But when you say it all together, it just blends right in. Ginoscomen.
Dinocomen. T.
O-T.
O-T. N. Here we go again.
Off toe.
Octo.
So it's a little bit different from off to. Now it's off toe.
That's the word together? Astocomen? That goes together?
I don't know. See, my reading, it was all broken up, and I didn't know which words belonged together. So that's the end of verse 5. Let me see.
Yeah.
No, off to, off to, I'm sorry, off to,
Octo.
and that's the second word. S-men. So you got epsilon sigma, S.
There's no accent on that?
There is an accent.
Escomen.
There is an accent.
Here you go. This.
The black one.
Here you go.
Oh, okay, no, I'm gonna put the black one. It's S-men. It's right there. So, S-men. So, O-T-N, octo, S-men.
Esmen.
S-men.
Ekmen.
Like
Ek.
S, that's an S sound. S-men.
Ekmen.
S,
Esmen.
S, like you got your and it's S. That's like an E-S. S-men.
Esmen. Esmen.
Okay.
O. That first word. La.
Le,
Le.
G. There's your G.
Gilo.
G
No.
sound. Le, go.
Lego.
Because you got your
That's
your
Lego.
O sound and your N sound.
In.
O, legon, N,
N. Up. To.
off,
O. Up. O.
octo.
Octo.
Yeah, you got your town there.
Octo.
Octo. Okay, this hasn't dipped on in it. So it's a mu epsilon, which is going to be meh, and then you have a nu, neh. So meh is your first part of your word.
Me.
And then the epsilon iota says e,
E.
meh, neen.
Manine.
Manine. Because the accent is actually on the met. Manine.
Manine.
Yeah, it actually means remain. I mean, to me, manine, remain, it kind of sounds a lot alike to me. But you got your new, then your diphthong, and another new, so it's neen.
Neen.
Because you're beginning and ending, you have your new sounds, and in between you have that long E sound, manine.
Okay.
Manine.
Oh, yeah. See, that reminds me of the I thing, because that's the thing I can't say it like that.
Okay, that's a fee. That's a fee, not to be confused with a psi.
But they're
That's
all
a
the
fee.
same.
This is a fee. Remember we drew a line, we said you get no fees in the
No
name.
fee.
No fees.
And that's ps, right?
That's ps.
Ps.
This is f, like the beginning of phone. It's a ph sound. F.
Okay.
So
O,
O,
fo,
and then there's your diphthong. So that's going to say E. This is going to say O. You got two
E,
diphthongs. O, P, Li. Ophelia. Ophelia.
Ophelia.
That's the accent. Ophelia.
Ophelia.
So, manine, Ophelia. You see how you got that epsilon, you got an epsilon, you got an epsilon, you got that makes a long E sound. So, manine, Ophelia.
Magnine, Ophelia.
Manine, that's just a
Manine, Ophelia.
Ophelia. There's your lambda in the middle. Ophelia.
Ophelia. That's okay, I got it. Ophelia. Ophelia. Okay.
And then you got
K.
Ka, your kappa alpha Ka.
Ka.
What does that say?
The.
Okay,
Ka.
so you got your th sound with an OS sound.
Cat.
Ka, thos.
Kathos.
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 Kathos. Somewhere I saw it there. I don't know where it was. Kathos. You haven't seen that?
We've had one similar to that in a previous show.
Oh, okay. Kathos. Ek.
E, there's your tongue again. Ek, E. That would be your NOS sound.
Nos.
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 Equinos.
Equinos.
Equinos. There's your accent. Equinos.
Equinos.
So, Ophelia, Kathos, Equinos. And here's a long one. Now we've had a word, we've had variations of this word. You got pi, epsilon, rho, iota. So Perry, I'm probably right in front of the camera.
Perry,
we did not
Perry,
so it's iota epsilon. Did I spell that right? Let me double check. Because it's not a diphthong, it's the opposite. So we're on
Perry,
okay, Perry, wait a minute, I don't think okay, here's where I messed up. This is part of the word. I should have known because that's a sigma, and it doesn't end. Sigmas at the end of a word look like S's. Sigmas in the middle of a word look like the O with the tail.
Right.
So, like I said, when I printed off the internet, it just ran from one line to another, and I didn't know when it was a broken word or not.
Right.
So, Perry, F-ba,
Perry, Exxon.
now F, so this would be like an EP sound. So, Perry, F, Te, and then that's your sigma, epsilon, nu. Sen.
Perry,
Epatasen. Perry, epatasen. Perry, ooh, that's fun. Perry, epatasen.
Perry,
Perry, so this is going to sound Perry, epatasen. Taysen.
Perry, re, F.
This is what's confusing me right here, is these two. That's not a diphthong that we have. So I'm assuming that because it's not epsilon iota, it's iota epsilon. So I'm assuming each one gets pronounced. Perry, and then your epsilon's in Taysen. Periapatasen.
Periapatasen.
Periapatasen. I don't know how you put the accent in the middle of the word like that. Periapatasen. Periapatasen. And you see why this is Taysen? You've got your tau, eta, tay, because that makes a long A sound. Taysen. Periapatasen.
Say it, Mom. Perry, re, F, T.
The thing is, we've had peripateo, we've had this word before, but without an epsilon. So it was just peripatasen.
Is that walk too?
That's got an extra epsilon. Peripatasen.
No.
Huh?
Does that mean walk?
Has to do with walking, yes. Has to do with walking.
Andrew.
Huh?
Andrew walks all the time.
Oh, okay. Call him a peripateo. He's a walker.
He is a walker.
To walk, that's what it means. You know, the walkway around the Acropolis in Athens, Greece is called the peripateo.
Oh, really?
It's the name of the walkway around it. It means to walk about.
Peripateo.
And there's an English word that's made off that. But anyway, all right, keep reading. Ca. Off. Off toes. And here's almost the same word again.
Perry.
This time there's no E, there's no epsilon in there. This right here, this is what's throwing me. I don't know if that's
LP.
Perry, so you have Perry, pa, and then you've got tau, and then you've got a diphthong that says E. Teen. Peripatine. This is periapatasen, and that's peripatine. They're similar words.
Right. It starts off the same, but the ending is different.
The ending is different because they have a slightly different meaning. So let's go back and look at what these words mean.
Okay.
And
I got a copy.
You got a copy. Yes, you do. Okay. So let me grab my book, because some of the words are written here in the book.
Yeah.
If you go to page, let's see, what is it? Page 47, 42.
42.
Well, 42, it gives you some of the words that you should become familiar with by now.
I know. I
See that list on 42? Yeah.
I tried that.
But like at the top, Andalia.
I got Andalia, but some of the words I just can't get. Like eyes. I say eyes.
Wait, say I?
The word in Greek, eye. Eyes, like eyes, your eyes.
Wait, which word are you looking at?
It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The fifth from the bottom.
Oh, fifth from the bottom, 1, 2, 3. Oh, yeah. Okay, so that's a hard one. Off, it's Omicron phi. Off, thou, mos.
Most.
It's this. It's Omicron and then phi. Off. Because remember that makes it like no phi. That's the phi. Off. And then that's a the. Off. The. That makes a the sound. So off, and then you have alpha, lambda. Off, thou.
Get over there.
That's not a very good lambda.
Thou.
Off, and then you have a mu, omicron, sigma.
Most.
Ophthalmos. Think about it. Ophthalmologist.
I tried to do that, but my mouth would work.
ophthalmologist is a hard word to say, but that's where it comes from. A person who's a doctor of the eye. He's an ophthalmologist.
That's not on there, but
Ophthalmologist.
ophthalmos.
This is ophthalmos. Ophthalmos. It means the eye. But if you see that you're going to know it has something to do with the eye, because you got to think of ophthalmology.
I can recognize when I see it, but I don't understand it.
It's a very hard word to say. Okay.
And I listened to it on the computer, on the thing when it said it. But when I got oxen. That's what I heard. Oxen most. I don't know how I got sand.
Oh, I don't know.
That's what
I don't know. Wait, I'm on the wrong page. Page 47. You were right. I was wrong. I was in last week's lesson. Okay, so this is 1 John 2, 4 through 6. So, let me get my blue pen. It says, so, legon is saying. It says it's the masculine nominative singular present participle of lego, which is, I guess, to speak. With a definite article, so this is a definite article, legon. It means the one saying or the one who says.
Okay, legon.
So, legon is not just saying, it's the one saying.
The one saying.
Okay, so the one.
Excuse me.
Saying. What does OT mean? OT we've had before. We've had it several times.
No.
Well, it's not on lesson 8. You gotta go back. But you can go back to page 42. Let's see if it's in there. Yeah. It's two entries above ophthalmos. OT. It means that. OT. And it introduces an indirect clause, indirect discourse, which we're going to talk about today. The one saying that.
Okay, that. Yeah, I see.
Okay, so let's
introduce a question.
Yeah, it introduces a direct, what does it say? Indirect quotation. And the lesson is going to go into the difference between the direct quotations and the indirect quotation. For example, Mona said, I am cold. That's a direct quote. I'm quoting you. You said, I am cold. An indirect quotation is Mona said that she is cold. That introduces the... I'm telling what you said, but I'm not directly quoting your words.
Right.
Mona said that she is cold. So in this case, that is introducing an indirect discourse, or an indirect quotation.
Okay.
All right? So the one saying that, now looking back at your book on page 47, egnoka would mean I have known. Yeah, I have known.
I did this. I'm recognizing I did it, but I don't know where it is.
Remember whenever you see gno has gnosis or gnoskomen, it has something to do with knowing.
No,
This is egnoka. Now it doesn't have the sigma in there, but it's I have known. The one saying that I have known, okay, entelos. Do you remember what entelos was? It was from last week. It actually was on the quiz too.
That word or that word?
Entelos, this word.
No, I didn't have the word on the test. I'm slipped right here. In the last,
Okay, I have known, now what do you think this is? Before we get to entelos.
Him.
I have known him. This is going to be in the accusative, the direct object. It's the object of I have known. I have known what? I have known him. And aeon, aeon, we had known it as if, but I think it means something else when it's in front of something. Let me look at that. Okay.
I remember it's in a plastic thing. Let's put it in there so I can find it. And no, I can't find it.
Oh, wait, I have something wrong. It's not Aeon, it's, wait a second. Did I copy that wrong? Hold on, let me have written that wrong.
I think I left it in the car. The bag right there. Look at the bag.
What you looking for?
I did this when I was by my daughter's house and I put it in something different and then I remember I put it in something different and now I remember.
I wrote the wrong word. It's not Aeon, it's Kev. I hope that sounded wrong. All right. So it's not Aeon, it's Kev.
No.
Okay, we know what Kev means.
I'll find it.
Do you want to go get it?
Yeah.
Okay, watch on the
I have
boards.
it in here too. Never know with me. I can't wait. I just can't wait. I can hear, I'll be able to eat right. I can't wait. When I get to heaven, I'm gonna walk all over.
When we all get to heaven. You know that song?
Mm-hmm.
What a day of rejoicing, never
victory. When we all, I didn't see it.
we all see Jesus.
I'll be right there.
Okay, I'm gonna come because I don't want the door to lock behind you. And it purges us, right? Brings the cream to the top.
Yeah.
Okay, so I had the wrong word there, so it wasn't Aeon, I don't know where I got that from. So, Ke tas intelos. So what does Ke mean? You want to pull out your book? What does Ke mean? You should know what that means. And. Okay. Okay, so the one saying that I have known him and, so what does tas intelos mean? We had
happened to last.
intelos as a word at the very end of our reading last week. Intelos.
What are you?
Ta-ta! There you go.
So commands.
Yeah, tas intelos. That's a noun with its
Command.
with its body. So, and
Commands.
the commands are the commandments.
Commandments, yeah.
Either one, commands. What is up to?
Of him.
Yeah, that's a genitive ending for him. See, if it's genitive, it means possessive of him.
Because it's capital, that means it's God or what?
I don't know. Maybe it's for the I. We capitalize I. I don't know if that's ego, egnoka. I don't know. We'll have to ask him because this is a capital. This is a capital. I'm not sure.
No, the aton is not capitalized, but it's of him, and him is capitalized.
Well, we capitalize it in English. I mean,
Oh,
when we're
okay.
talking about God or Jesus, we capitalize it.
I got you.
Not everybody does. Not all writing does. Okay, so the one saying that, I have known him and his commands, or the commands of him.
Not may, it's may.
Yeah, it reads may, but it means not. So te Rome. Te Rome is the next word. let me get back to,
Keeping.
Tyrone is gonna be, okay, masculine nominative singular present participle of tereo, keeping. So this participle is parallel with legon, the one saying and not keeping. Look at the ending. Legon, terone. See how the ending? So the one saying that I've known him and the commands of him and not keeping. So it goes along with that. The one saying and not keeping. Saying what? That I've known him and his commands.
Right.
And his commandments, but not keeping. All right, sevstain, that's one that we've had, well, actually in this case it's sevstace. Let me find it. And not keeping. Sevstace. So sev has to do with, it kind of looks like pseudo, like if something, we say something is pseudo or pseudo something which fake.
Right.
So it really means a liar.
I remember you saying that.
Yeah, it means a liar. Let me look it up. I don't see it.
And that stays.
Oh, it's right here. There on page 43. Says states is liar. So the one who says that I've known him and the commands of him are not keeping is the one not keeping.
That's the inner liar. Yeah, okay.
Is a liar, okay, he is.
He is.
Like, that is. So, a
A
liar
liar
is a liar.
Right.
The one not keeping is a liar. I don't know if you put he, but is a liar. I kind of put he in parentheses because I wasn't sure if you could put he or not. But, okay, so the one saying that I've known him and not keeping the commands,
Is a liar.
a liar is a liar. And,
there's a comma right next to the he is.
is there?
S10. S10. Behind S10 is a comma.
Okay, I didn't write that in.
And in him.
So, really, the one saying and not keeping. The one saying I've known him and not keeping the commands of him is a liar.
Right.
And, okay, so we know that's and.
Okay. Okay. That is and.
In tuto.
And
We had tuto last week.
tuto. Toast to?
Tuto. Okay, so on page 47 it says, on page 47 under the heading 2.4, it says tuto, the dative singular of otus. Utos. This form can be the masculine meaning this person or neuter, this thing. Only the context determines the difference or determines what is intended. Okay, and this,
To us. I don't really know fucking that. Go ahead, Mom. You're getting there. You're getting there, girl. Slowly but surely. To us. Live on. To us.
so in would be in, and in this, so you wouldn't know whether it's this thing or this person. So they're saying this tuto could be this thing or this person. You don't know whether it's, but probably since we're talking about a person, we're going to say, and this person, and in this person. So what is a aletheia?
And here is
Aletheia we've had before. If you go back to page 42, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, the fourth one down. Aletheia. We've had it in a couple of different forms. Aletheia. Aletheia.
Aletheia.
On page 43.
Aletheia is Let me go to language, you see. On page what you said? Which one?
I'm sorry, page 42, the fourth one down, aletheia.
Fourth one down. 1, 2, 3. I'm confused. The fourth one down, you said?
The fourth one down from the top on page 42.
Oh, yeah, okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Truth.
So, okay, and in this person, the truth, uk esteem,
It's not.
is not, or not is not. So, that's basically the end of verse 4. The one saying, I've known him, and the commands of him he's not keeping, this one is not keeping. So the one saying but not keeping the commands, saying I've known him but the commands he's not keeping, a liar he is, and in this person, the truth is not. The truth is not in this person.
Right.
Okay, so a couple of these, like we had some of these we can fill in. En tuto, in this, we know this is going to be in this, and we know en tuto, in this. We just don't know whether it's in this thing or this person. Okay, so let's go into verse 5. Os dan tere. So looking back at page 40,
Whoever.
os ain, on. The combination of the relative pronoun, that's a relative pronoun, with the indefinite particle on makes the pronoun indefinite, meaning whoever. And it always takes a subjunctive verb.
Whoever, okay.
So this together is going to be whoever.
Okay, what page are you reading from?
I'm on page 47 now. I'm kind of going back and forth between 47 and 42.
Okay.
So 47, whoever, and I'm right down at the bottom. See where it says 2.5?
Right.
Chapter 2, verse 5. So the os aim. So that together means whoever, and it takes a subjunctive verb, and the next word they're telling you is the third person singular subjunctive.
I remember when he said about the test, he said he's going to ask questions that's in here. I remember but don't remember at the same time. That's what I do.
I don't think he's going to ask you things like, I think well, I don't know. I don't know what he's going to ask me. We're going to roll. Whoever keeps. So this goes along with that. Os dan tere. Whoever keeps what?
The commandments.
Tone logon.
Oh, the word.
Whoever keeps the word, okay, this is going to be accusative because it's an own endings. O-N ending. So whoever keeps the word, what does this mean?
That's his.
Of him. Yeah, or his. So you really don't need the. Whoever keeps his word, okay, aleithos. Aleithos.
Word. That word, no, that's not it. That's words. Truly. Truly.
Okay, truly. So, it's an adjective. At the top of page 48, I'm sorry, it tells you it's an adverb. Aleithos, which is from the adjective aleithos.
Okay, I got you. I see.
Allah.
It explains why they say what they say. That's good.
Aleithos. It's,
H.
whoever truly keeps his word, or keeps his word truly.
I'm sorry.
That's right.
I don't know where it is. Oh, I turned this off. So that's my alarm. I have to turn it off. I gotta turn my alarm off. Okay. Alright. Not work. Don't work. Okay. get to 7 o'clock though. I tell y'all.
Okay, so whoever keeps his word truly, in this, so we don't know if it's in this thing or in this person, but we're talking about whoever, so it's in this person.
This. In love.
Love, or the love, because you have an A in there, agape, 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 the love to theou. Remember that's genitive ending.
Oh, that.
Genitive ending means possession. So how would you show something possessive for God?
With an S?
Well, no. Well, God's, yeah. You could say, in this person, God's love or the love of God. But see, to theou
Page.
is of God.
I'm missing a page.
You missing a page?
Yeah, I have 2 pages. That's not it. One day, Lord. I can't wait to get to heaven. I can't wait. I'll be straight.
Okay, so the one saying, I've known him, and the commands of him not keeping, and the one who says, I've known him and is not keeping his commands, he is a liar. And in this person, the truth is not. Whoever keeps his word truly, in this person, the love of God, okay, tetelioste, leota, teteleota. So I'm putting an S in there and it's not in there. Teteleota, so if you look back on your,
We confess? No.
um,
No, that's not it.
it's has been perfected. Top of page 48. Third example down.
48.
Third singular perfect of teleo has been perfected. So whoever keeps his word truly, in this person, the love of God has been perfected. Has been perfected. There's probably, I have not put the periods and all. Okay.
I don't know if I do it or if I can't find it. I don't know.
Okay, in tuto, in this, I wonder if that could mean by this. So, en tuto, in this, ginoskomen.
You know, it's coming.
You got your omen ending in ginos. Ginoskomen, yeah, it's gonna be a hard G. Ginoskomen,
You know,
that means we. We know.
we know.
In this, we know.
We know. We know.
Now, see that in tuto, in this
And
thing, we know, that could probably mean things to the person. In this, we know that, we know OT means that,
that's it.
right? We had it up here.
Right. Okay.
In this, we know that
Inhale.
in him, S-men. And your book tells you S-men, at top of page 48 is we are.
Oh, okay.
So in this, we know that in him we are, that we are in him.
Ekman.
Well, it's not Echomen, it's S-men.
Ekman.
S, it's a sigma, S-men. Right, did I write that? S-men.
We are. Ekman.
S-men, that's a sigma, S-men.
X. S.
You're thinking of Echomen, which is we have. Echomen, S-men, we are. Similar.
Ekman. Ekman.
Okay.
In
in octo esmen. We know ginoskomen, we know ot that en octo, in him esmen, we are. In this we know that in him we are, or that we are in him.
Okay, that's in the 5 right there?
Yeah,
Alright.
yeah. All right,
I
now,
only had 6, that's what I can't find.
all right, well, let's look at verse 6. O legon. Have you seen this before? O legon?
I think so, that's, right there at the beginning.
Olegon. So up here it meant,
says that.
the one saying that, okay, so the one saying,
The one saying,
OT was that, so the one saying,
in him, with,
in him,
I don't know what that word.
okay, manin, it's in your book, manin, on page 48, the present infinitive of
To
meno,
remain.
to remain, as kind of indirect discourse. You might translate this phrase as the one claiming to remain in him.
That's right here. I think I can remember already.
Okay, so I'm not sure how you would interpret that. The one saying, it's not that we should remain, it's not subjunctive. To remain, so it's an infinitive. Infinitive uses the word to. So, to remain. One saying, in him to remain, are the one saying to remain in him the one saying, I don't know about that, in him to remain, okay, in auto, manin, to remain, and then we have ophili, it means ought. Your book tells you it means ought. Ought.
I said off.
No, ought, like you ought to.
You ought to, yeah.
Okay, so your book tells you it means ought. In Greek, as in English, it takes an infinitive to complete the idea. And here the infinitive is peripatin.
Yeah, that's in.
So, an infinitive in English is when you take a verb and you use the word to in front of it. Mona, like to speak, to think, to talk, to dream, to walk. If you put the word to in front of it, it makes it an infinitive. So this is going to go with this. Ophili peripatin, ought to something.
Ought to walk.
Yeah, we know this has to do with walk, so we're going to say it's to walk because it needs an infinitive. To walk. Okay, so, and we know what is can.
Yeah.
Okay,
Who is him?
it is, but let's see how it's,
Octo.
let's see how it's looking, because it's not off to, of him. It's
It's
off
of him?
tos.
Octos.
So let's keep looking at this.
Okay.
Kathos. Kathos is in your book. It's a conjunction meaning just
Just
as. Just as.
Just as I am.
Kathos. Kathos. Just as I am. Gotta say it in Greek. Gotta say it in Greek. Okay.
Is that what that
Ekinos.
means on the song?
No, kadosh is
Okay.
Hebrew, means holy.
Oh, holy, okay.
That's why we sing kadosh.
Okay,
and we sing
as
holy.
is, as is.
No, it means holy. Now, but that's Hebrew now. You're going into a different language. Paul said he works with a Jewish man, and he was telling him about the song we sing, Kadosh. He let him listen to it. And he looked at it and he goes, man, y'all are pronouncing that Hebrew pretty well. You know how we sing
yeah.
Adonai
It is,
Elohim?
because it sounds Hebrew.
Yeah. And then when we sing the Asher Hayam.
Yeah.
He said it sounds Hebrew.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, there are Hebrew words. He says, y'all pronouncing it pretty well. Okay, let's keep going. So, ekinos is a demonstrative pronoun that means either that or these.
What is that, a K in front of that, or what?
Yeah, it's a capital.
No. I'm talking about the word behind that.
Capos? Yeah.
It's a
It's a capital.
okay. It's
Capos.
like mama.
Okay.
I'm getting there, man. I'm just scrolling, I'm getting there.
Okay, so I got lost here at the end of this.
That,
So he's saying ekinos means
that
or those.
or those. Yeah.
I'm gonna put those. Those, okay. Peripatason.
Those who walk.
Peripatason. A third singular form of peripateo, walked. This verb is often used in biblical Greek in the sense of conduct oneself. So, the one saying,
Yeah, to remain ought, just as those.
just as,
Those who walk.
and, oh gosh, I don't know.
Those who.
You know what, I might be wrong on to walk. I might be wrong on that.
But it's saying beginning.
Maybe it doesn't need the to in front of it. Oh, I'm missing a word too. Autos, utos. I just realized I left the word out. Okay, autos, utos, utos. Okay. So utos says is an adverb meaning thus.
Thus.
The square brackets around the word indicate the editors were doubtful whether it was an original part of the text. Here it may have been added by copyists. Walked. And
Yeah, that's you have the right word for that, but Petros.
yeah, and thus, they're saying that this means thus.
Walk.
Autos means he.
Mm-hmm.
Optos, I'm sorry, optos. And that would be,
Thus walk.
let me look in the back. Optos is masculine genitive. I'm sorry, nominative. So that's the subject. He thus walked. So the one saying to remain in him ought I don't know whether those comes in. Ought to walk just as he thus walked. I don't know. I'm a little lost on this. I have to be honest. Let me see how it's worded. I want to read it in okay, First John 2. But okay. So verse 6, whoever claims to live in him are the ones saying, or they said it could be claiming. Saying or claiming. The one claiming to remain or to live in him. Oh wait, how did I get to 1 John 3?
We're in 2, right?
Yeah. Must live or ought. I don't know where they get must.
Oh.
And just as Jesus did. But they're not putting walked in there. Let me try a different version. Let me try the King James. See what it says. He that saith he abides in him, to remain in him, ought himself to walk, also so to walk. even as he walked.
Mine says, in the same way walk. He in the same way walk.
Yeah, okay, I'm
And
lost.
and is also. And is not and, it's also. But
Okay, you're right. It can be also. Walk, and just as those walked, also,
He in the same way walk. Walked. Past tense.
this, they're saying ought to walk. So this goes together with this, ought to walk. They were saying ought goes with the infinitive. So the one claiming to remain in him ought to walk. Those ought to walk just as also he walked. I think that's what that's going to be. As he walked. Those who claim to remain in him ought to walk just as he walked. I think that's.
How do you pronounce that word? I can't get the letter. It's
Which one? One of these? Patronum? Wait, what verse are you on?
I'm saying Patronum, I'm not meaning that. Where are we?
I don't know.
Also he in the same way walk. How do you say walk? Patron?
No, periepitasin or peripatine. Peripatine, to walk.
Okay, you say the ought, the word ought?
Ought, yeah.
Yeah, that word.
Ophelia.
My thing doesn't have it that way. It's different.
Oh, he has it spelled differently?
It's O. I'll show you.
Oh.
See right there? It's different.
Top, right there. Okay, well wait, that's a different one. That's this right here. Oh, I left it out.
Oh, that's the one. Okay.
This is the one you're looking at right there. Ophelia.
Oh yeah, that's it. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
So the one, if I'm looking at the interlinear Bible hub, it says, the one claiming in him to abide, claiming in him to abide or remain, ought, just as that walk, also he in the same way walked, he thus walked. I don't know.
Eagles.
I'm a little lost.
Eagles.
So maybe we should say that instead of
Eagles.
the. Also in that walk,
Equinos. Where is Equinos? Okay. Equinos. There it is.
I really think it should be this. The one claiming in him to remain, those ought to walk just as he also thus walked.
Yeah.
That's how I would interpret it. They ought to, if they claim to remain in him, they ought to walk as he himself,
walk, yeah.
thus as he walked. But, okay, so let's go on with the book, because we're going to have to finish up.
Okay.
But let's, real quickly, we're on page, okay, no, page 48. So we're talking about indirect discourse and direct discourse. Just real quickly, it says, and we talked about this a minute, the words or thoughts of a person can be quoted down at the bottom, either directly or indirectly. Direct, you would say, she was thinking, open quote, these declensions are fascinating stuff, close quote. You are quoting her directly. It's called direct discourse. You're putting her exact words in quotation marks.
Okay, that's direct. Okay.
Page 49 at the top, indirect, she was thinking that these declensions were fascinating stuff. Now you're inserting the word that, and it introduces an indirect discourse. You're telling your reader what the person's thinking without quoting her exact words. You see the difference?
Right.
Direct,
That word,
yeah. Direct says, I said, I think I hear my mother calling. Those are my exact words. Indirect, I said that I thought I heard my mother calling. That's indirect. Another example here in the book, direct, you proclaimed Lucy May is the queen of the universe. Those are your exact words. Indirect, you proclaimed Lucy May to be the queen of the universe. Now, I'm not quoting you anymore, but I'm telling other people what you said. You proclaimed that Lucy May is the queen of the universe. Or you proclaim Lucy May to be the queen of the universe.
Okay. So it doesn't have to have the word that to be in there.
It doesn't, because see, that third example, you proclaim Lucy May to be the queen of the universe. Doesn't have the word that, but you see there's no quotation marks. It's not direct quotation, but you're still telling somebody else what somebody said.
And then they have the quotation mark too, that also includes.
Quotation marks would be a direct quotation.
Right.
Yes, direct discourse. As you can see from these English examples, we have two basic ways of creating indirect discourse in our language. Either we use the subordinating conjunction such as that to attach the quoted material to the main verb, or by changing the verb of the quoted material to an infinitive, to be. You proclaim Lucy May to be the queen of the universe. So by changing the verb from is to be, you're able to do an indirect discourse. Greek, too, has both of these systems for indirect discourse and can use either one quite freely. We've had examples of both in our readings. So we have aeon, epomen, ot, amartion, uk, ekomen. See on 1a? If we say that, we have no sin. So we have no sin in somebody's words. We're not quoting them directly.
Right.
We're saying if we say that, we have no sin. So that introduces that indirect discourse. And then in 2:6, which is right here, o legon in optomeni, the one claiming to remain in him. So the one claiming to remain in him. That's this set of words right here.
Okay.
So you're telling us, the readers or the writers are telling us that somebody's making a claim that they are remaining in him, but they're not quoting the words exactly.
Right. Okay.
Sometimes speakers of English have a little trouble with the latter infinitive type of direct discourse in Greek, mainly because it's less common in our language. Often it's best not to translate the Greek infinitive with an English infinitive, but to substitute the more usual English type of indirect discourse, the one who says that he or she remains in him. So remember I keep trying to put the two in here? Huh?
That's what you did.
Yeah. And remember it was awkward trying to put the two in there, but the one claiming to remain in him, that's where you're sticking an infinitive in, or you can reverse it and say the one who says they remain in him, the one who's saying he remains in him, the one who says that we ought to that we remain in him. Then you can stick the word that in, and it's going to make the same type of sense. It says, one other bit of confusion can arise from an inconsistency in Greek usage. Most of the time, OT, we've had that here,
OT.
and here,
Right.
OT. Most of the time, OT means functions like that, and it introduces an indirect quotation. The one saying that I have known him,
Right.
and we know that in him.
Right.
Most of the time, that's how it functions. But sometimes it is simply used like quotation marks. And the quotation introduced turns out to be direct discourse. Such as, and they have 2-4, o legon oti egnoka opton. Egnoka.
We know.
Okay. So the one saying, I know him. Remember we asked why was this a capital letter?
Right. Oh.
That's why. They're saying that the OT there is introducing a direct quote. Direct quotes go in quotation marks and they start with a capital letter. Mona said, open quotations, I am hungry. You know, your I would be capitalized. Or Mona said, you better feed me. The Y would be capitalized in the beginning of the direct quote. Yeah. So the one saying that I have known him, that's a direct quote, because they capitalized it, that's a clue to let you know they're directly quoting somebody. So really, it should be the one saying, I have known him,
Right.
I have known him, and commands of him not keeping. Like, the one saying that I've known him, but not keeping the commandments, he's a liar. He's a liar. Okay.
Cool.
Okay, personal endings of verbs. Oh wait, let me keep reading on the top of page 50. Modern printing conventions used in texts like ours help sort out what's going on. A capital letter is always used at the beginning of direct quotation, even if it's preceded by OT. If there's no capital, it's an indirect quotation.
Oh,
So down here, it's an indirect quotation. Well, no, it's just that. It's not really a quotation. Since capitals are uncommon in printed Greek, it's a direct quote. Personal endings of verbs. We've already noted that Greek verbs have endings that tell you a great deal about the subject of the sentence. This is why Greek does not need subject pronouns as we do in English. The verb form itself tells you that the subject is we or I or they or whatever. So when we say something like, let me find a verb, genoskomen. You don't need the word we, genoskomen, because the omen at the end of it tells you that it's we.
Yeah.
If it was I, that I know, that verb would be gnosk, and it would have a different ending. It wouldn't have omen at the end.
Right.
That's we. Or if it was they know, it would be a different ending. The first part of the word would be the same, but the ending changes.
Yeah.
So in Greek, your verb tells you how many people are doing the action, or whether it's first person, second person, or third person. So am I doing it, you doing it, or they are doing it? The verb ending tells you. Okay?
Okay.
In other words, the verb ending tells you the person, which is first, second, and third, and the number is the singular or plural of the subject. The endings of the verbs contain other information too, but the person and the number of the subject are particularly important bits of information. And the first that we will learn to analyze. The chart that follows gives the endings grouped according to persons. They are also classified as A and B endings. The reasons for this classification will become apparent only later on, but it seems best to lay them out in this way now, since it will be an important distinction. So
we continued.
Yeah. So look at the synopsis of verb. So an A ending would end in O. The omega. It's going to end. First person singular is going to be, I'll read down underneath the O. There's going to be O, A, N, and then that's going to be own, ain, or een, and then ni. That's near mu, iota.
What is that? Singular or second person? The S, the second person on the
Second person singular under the A ending is just the S.
Okay, yeah.
On the B ending, first person singular is going to be my or main. Met or main. Met or main, because you got a diphthong there. Met or main. And then second person singular under the B endings, you've got your A, U, O, and se. Se. If you got your sigma, and then you got your E, diphthong. Se. Oh my gosh. And third person singular, goodness gracious.
Oh, no.
Yeah, page 51. Reading down in your A column, you got E, N, A, and C. And then your third person singular ending on your B column is te and to. First person plural.
How do you say the B on the third person?
Third person singular?
No, B, under B.
Okay, which one? At the top of page 51 or on page 50?
Yeah, that would be the third one down. That's meta.
Oh, metha. Metha. Yeah, first person plural. It's either gonna end in men, see, men, look at that ending right there. That's first person plural, we. See, men, when you see men, omen or almond, that's men, that's your third person singular ending. Or metha, if it were third person plural, I'm sorry, first person plural, B ending. So men is an A ending and metha is a B ending.
Right.
Don't ask me why. I don't know how to tell the difference between A and B. I'm sure Anthony's going to
It's
tell
just
us.
like, omen.
Yeah, omen, almond, we've seen that. All right, second person A and B is going to be te or ste. Ste. That would be an S, a TH, and an E sound. Ste. Ste.
How are you right now? Third person?
Second person.
Oh.
A and B. Te and ste. Ste.
And there.
And then third person plural, oh my gosh. Okay,
Sound like
it's going to be usen, alsen,
Oven.
osen,
Oven.
own,
Own.
on,
On.
son.
Son.
Yes. And then third person plural, B ending is going to be inti, into,
Into.
and into.
Intos. Okay.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so using the chart above, let's identify the person, number, and ending type of the following verb forms. I'm going to write in my book because I'll go back later and write it out. But so let's look at the ending. Let's do this real quick and then we'll end up. Okay, so the first word is akekoamen. Akekoamen. What is the ending of that word? Akekoamen.
Omen. No.
Or men. Yeah,
Amen.
I've been saying omen, but really it's men. So what would that be? Look on your chart. Where do we see men?
Men is. Men. Oh, first person. Plural.
Plural. Good.
Yeah.
A or B?
A.
A. Good. Look, I drew a line right here in my book. These are the singulars, these are the plurals. Okay, so right, it's first person plural, A ending. What about echo? Echo. So where do we see just
Echo.
omega ending? Echo. Where do you see just a dash O?
Dash.
A dash omega.
Dash omega. Dash omega.
Look at your singulars.
Oh, it's singular, first person, no, singular, first person, and it's in the A column.
Good. Very good. Okay. The next one underneath akakoamen. Ethiasamata. Ethiasamata. Meta. Meta. Where do you see meta?
First person, B column.
First person plural or singular?
Oh, that's plural.
Yes. Good. Very good. First person plural.
And you said the top is singular?
Yeah. This is singular up to here. Then I drew a line. These are the plurals.
Okay.
Just to separate. There's more variation on the singulars. The plurals are a tighter group. Okay, what about elegone? Elegone.
Elegone.
Own. So your ending is own. Where do we see an own ending? And avocado. Own. Look at the ending. So you see an ending?
That's third person, no, third.
Yes.
Third place, first person.
Third person. PL stands for plural.
third person,
Plural.
plural, and it's under 8.
Good. Excellent. You got all 4 of those right. Oh, we got more on the next page. All right.
Yeah, go to the next page.
Okay. So, this is, look, this is the work we had on
So
our
this is how exercise we have to do?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Are you writing them down?
Yeah, I read in my book. I did it again because I was on the different exercise. But I'm thinking, what I was looking at was something else completely different.
Okay, so we have teteliota. 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 And which is this word, teteliota. So we have an alpha iota, which is an that's our diphthong. Which one ends in
It's the third singular column V.
Third singular.
Third, I think it's.
Yes, 10. It actually has the tau in there. You're correct. Thank you. 10, yeah. So I use it. The third person singular, and it's column B. Excellent.
I got a question.
Yes.
Are we supposed to memorize these? I don't see that on here. Are we
No,
supposed
you didn't say to.
But, from this, when you said last week, I taught myself to this, and I remembered it.
And we didn't even do it. He didn't.
Yeah, I didn't know it, and I remembered it, and really and truly, Linda is a great study partner. I call her out the sergeant, because she, when I got home, she think, get that. And she helped me remember, and Lisa, you don't know Lisa, but Lisa, not Lisa here, another Lisa.
Different Lisa. I wish Linda would have taken the class. I'll bet she would have enjoyed it. She's smart.
Really? She would have, she does it now. She was saying, look, I'm
I
not
told
taking
you that was
this
so
one.
funny. We ran into her in Washington, D.C. Huh?
Yeah, you told me, yeah.
It's like I'm walking down the hallway in the Bible Museum. It's like, Linda? It's like, Linda, what are you doing here? That was so neat to see somebody we knew.
Yeah.
Okay, let's keep going. Okay,
All right,
underneath,
Linda.
yes, come on. I'm sergeant number 2. Underneath the one we just did, we have legay.
Okay.
So we have an eta ending. Where do you see that eta ending with the iota subscript?
English subscript. Where are you?
Well, I'm on page 52, the second one down on the left-hand side. But where do you see that flipping back to page 50 and 51? Look at the top of page 50. You see ones, well, now you know what?
Oh, 50, I'm on the wrong page.
Okay, so wait a second. I see that in the second person singular B column, and I see it in the third person singular A column. So you know what?
And the A column. And what am I looking for? I'm looking for,
Well,
Odie?
legay. Lambda, epsilon, I'm on the second one down, at the top of page 52.
52 on the wrong page. Okay, I see it.
But that could be, you see, look here, I see it on the second singular.
Isn't it a G? It's a G, isn't it?
Yeah, legay, legay.
Alright.
But I see the A ending with it. You get a subscript in the second singular B column and in the third singular A column. So I'm not sure which it is.
One, two, three. Oh, yeah, okay.
So it could be, I don't know which one. All right, and we have ekata, ekata. Underneath that, ekata, ekata, ekata. It's not X, it's ek, ekata, ekata. So we're looking at a t ending, or is it just going to be e? Okay, I'm lost here. Oh, t ending. I see it. Look on second plural. Eketa. The t is the ending. with tau epsilon. Look on second plural, A column, T.
Second plural.
You see it?
No.
Look right here, Mona. Second person plural, right here. Under the A column is T. Eka.
Oh, yeah.
Eke T. Eke T. So that has a T ending.
Right.
All right. The one underneath that says Genesta. Genesta. Ginesta. Ginesta. So you have a sta. You have a sigma, theta, epsilon, sta. That's a hard one, but there's only one that ends in that. Ginesta. Sigma, theta. Look right here. Sta. See the second plural?
Oh, I
E
see.
column.
Yeah.
Sta.
Yeah.
Sta. It's like S-T-H-E.
S-T-H-E, yeah.
Sta.
The.
Sta.
Okay.
Sta. You gotta say the S in front of it. Not the, but sta. Sta. Put an S in front of the. Sta.
Put an S in front.
Sta. Sta. Sta.
Sta.
Sta.
The.
Put an S in front of it. Sta.
Sta.
Yeah.
Sta.
Yeah. That's a hard one. So anyway, it's second person plural, B column. Second plural, B column. All right, what about Menise?
Oh, I see. Because that's the
Menise.
S. I'm saying that I'm messing up the S. I got it.
Yeah, remember your sigma in the middle of the word looks like O with the stem. All right, so you've got Menise. So you've got east,
So.
okay. That's probably Menise. Maybe it's just the one sigma at the end. There's only one that has just a sigma, and that's your second person singular A column.
Second person, A column, yeah, I see it. No. Just with the S, I mean the,
It just looks
this
like a
is, this
sigma.
right here, right here?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So it's Menise, but Menise, they just added the S at the end. So that's a second person
Okay.
singular.
Where are you reading from?
I'm up here on the top of this right here.
Oh,
Page
okay, I got
52.
you. I got you.
All right, second one down on the right-hand column. We have periepitasin. Periepitasin.
There is.
Periepitasin. So we have sin as the ending. Sigma, epsilon, and the new is in parentheses. Sin.
So
So
that's in how to pronounce right there. That's how it's written right there.
But what is that ending? Where do you see the sin ending?
The single, first person singular, A. Is that right? It's got the B. Right?
Yeah, that's an N, but,
Or is it ED? No.
uh,
Or would it be third singular, A?
I think it's third singular.
Okay. Because it had the E and
The
the
epsilon and the new.
And the new.
Right. So third person singular. Third person singular in the A column.
A new movable is what they called it.
A new movable, yeah, they put it in parentheses. All right, then you have istemi. 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 It's istemi. Istemi. Istemi.
Is that the
Okay, that would,
iota?
looks like it's the me ending, me. Okay, look at that, okay, mu iota, este me. Look at that, mu iota, it looks like M-I, but it's me. Because it's a mu iota. Do you
It's right
see
here.
first person singular,
Yeah.
A column, that's
It
correct.
says me.
It's a mu and an iota, it would read me. So first person singular, A column. And then you have, baptizotai. Baptizote.
The fact that it's capital means that it's,
It's not a capital. That's how the beta.
Small, it's lowercase, right?
Baptizo, I'm sorry, I'm reading it wrong. Baptizantai, ontai. Ontai is your ending, or ntai. So look at your ending with the last four letters. Baptiza ontai, baptizon ontai. I'm sorry, baptizon te. Baptizonte. But unta, your new tau, and then your alpha iota. Do you see that ending? Unta. It looks like VTAI, but it's new. Look at your third person plural. Unta, onta. See, we would say that.
Oh, yeah, okay, I got it.
Unta.
Yeah.
Third person plural.
Yeah, I got it, yeah.
And it's the
Inta,
inta.
if I say inta?
Inta.
Inta.
Ta. Inta.
Inta.
It's actually going to get a S sound. All right, translate the following. Okay. Okay, so let's look at letter A. Ake koamen,
I can go, man.
tune logon.
I'm starting now, Tom.
I'm reading under number 2, letter A. Ake koamen,
Okay.
ake koamen, tune logon.
Oh.
That's su.
Two.
Su. That's going to be a sigma. Su.
Okay.
Ke.
Yeah.
Ethe asamata.
S-A.
Ethe asamata.
Me.
Ethe asamata. Samata.
That would be an M? A mu?
It is. Ametha.
Ameta.
Sametha. Sametha. Ethe asamata.
Oh, because of the S.
Yeah.
Samata.
Ethe
That's one of my I don't
asamata.
know. That's one of my I don't know words. Where is that page?
Okay, so, and then you have OT.
Where am I?
I'm still reading across. They have cross references in the parentheses. I'm not reading that. Ethe asamatha OT alethes. Esteem. That's how you would read letter A.
Okay.
So, Ake Kawamin, what does that mean? Ake Kawamin has to do with hearing. Amen would be, look back at your ending. Men ending, the men ending, mu, epsilon nu.
We on B?
We're on section B, yeah. Now, number 2. No, we're on 1.
Oh no, there's an A and then a beta. Alpha, beta, you see?
Yeah, we're on alpha.
We're on alpha stuff?
Yeah. Ake Kawamin.
Oh, I see now.
Ake Kawamin means we.
O-T.
We know it's, look, if you look back on your verb ending, men is a first person plural. So first person plural is what? It's not I, but we. We have heard. Ake Kawamin means
First
heard.
person singular?
No, it's not going to be singular, it's going to be plural. First person plural.
First person plural.
See the men ending right there, Lamona?
Huh?
See the men ending right there on page 51? Men? Ake
Yeah,
Kawamin men.
Yeah, I got that.
Ake Kawamin men. Men means it's first person plural. So it has to do with hearing. Who is heard? Is it I have heard? No, because I is singular.
But
It's
the
we have
thing
heard.
is, where is the men? I don't see men.
Ake Kawamin.
Ako.
Ake Kawamin. It's right here. See, letter A, under number 2, first word.
I'm looking somewhere. Okay, I got you. Okay.
Akikawamin.
Yeah.
Okay, so we have heard ton logon. What have we heard? That's going to be an accusative right there. It ends in own. So we have heard what? This is what we have heard. This is a receiver of the action. So what have we heard? Tone logon. Logo, you should recognize that.
Word.
The word. We have heard the word.
I'm lost again. Okay, we're on the A, right? The apple. And it's the first person, first Shyamalan. That's one of the words I think I didn't know. That word we just got to reading?
Akikawamin.
Akko.
Akikawamin. That comes from the very first lesson we
I
had.
know, I was reviewing it and that was one word I couldn't pronounce. I knew I was saying it wrong. Ake.
A-K, so you have alpha, kappa, eta.
Yeah.
A-K, then you have a kappa, omega, omicron, ko, and then you have amen. Ake koamen. The accent is actually on the O. Ake koamen.
Excuse me. Ake Koomen. Ake Koomen.
Yes.
Okay.
Tone logon means the word. So, ake koamen, we have heard the word soup. Now that's a sigma, omicron, upsilon. And if you look back on page 184, 184, go all the way to the back, these are your personal pronouns. Second person, remember most of the second person started with the sigma, su. So, sigma, omicron, upsilon. See, second person genitive, su,
Oh, I got it. Okay, fine.
of you. That's not of to, of him, it's su, of you.
So the plural is we.
Okay, we're on a different word now. We've already done akikoamen. We have heard
Right.
ton logon, the word. We're looking at that word right after ton logon. It says su. Su. And if you flip back here, su, right here. Look on page 184 at the bottom. Genitive, second person. Second person is what? It's you.
Oh, okay.
And it's not plural, it's singular.
Right,
Su, you singular. So we have heard the word of you. See? Of you. Or your word. We have heard the word of you.
This is the one we have to memorize, I remember. Okay, so okay, we have nominative and singular. And how you say that? O is S? No.
It's sigma, omicron, upsilon. Shu. Because omicron, upsilon say ooh, like soup.
So this is
Su.
iota, gamma.
Sigma,
No.
sigma, omicron, upsilon. Su.
Sigma?
That's a sigma. Do you see where I'm pointing to? Su.
Oh, okay, yeah, I'm not okay. Okay, you're sigma nu.
Sigma, omicron,
Omicron.
upsilon. It looks like the sigma with an OU behind it. Su.
That's genitive?
That is genitive.
Okay.
It has the oo ending, that's a genitive ending. But su, with the sigma in front of it, it means of you. Of you. It's not of me, it's not of him, it's not of y'all, it's of you, singular. So we have heard the word of you,
Of you.
or we have heard your word. All right?
Okay. Did you start off at nominative or did you start off at genitive? I'm kind of following.
I'm looking at the word right here, su, right there, in your word, in your sentence. Adi koamen, ton logon,
wait.
su. Okay, I tell you what, let me,
You're back in the translation, right?
flipping back and forth. I'm in the exercises that we're supposed to do. Let me,
Wait, stop. Please stop. So I can read you in peace.
Well, you don't need this, that was an extra word.
Okay.
I was just gonna erase some so I could write something on
I just
here.
want to copy.
Look, I can write this up at the top, I can erase this,
Okay.
because, you can always rewrite that another time. All right,
All right. Close.
okay, we're doing the exercises at the end of the chapter, this is our homework.
I know.
So,
I'm just trying to follow along.
that's all right. But we're trying to figure out what it all means.
Okay.
Okay, so letter A, it's gonna be, arche,
Okay.
amen,
I got it. Thank you.
tone,
Go back.
gone, stew,
I make you take back to school, right?
yeah. And
Moses put me back to school. How do you know my least favorite subject was English? Let's see. I come in the morning. Okay.
T, oh, that's not gonna make sense.
You got all the words I don't know. Cut up Sister Linda. D.
Okay,
It's then.
okay. Akeko amen. Amen, if you're looking back on the previous page, men is a first person plural ending. We have heard ton lagon, the word of you, su. It means of you.
It's either and or.
Of you, that's going to be and, okay, Ethiosamata, I forgot what that means, Ethiosamata, that was from the very first reading too. Have heard? No, and we have seen.
I think it's her.
I gotta go all the way back to the second lesson. Because it was all from John 1:1. Ethiosamata, we have observed.
Yes.
So meta is we. We have observed. So we have heard the word of you, or your word, and we have observed, I guess you would say, lay face, and the truth is, and that
Is in.
esteem,
In.
esteem,
Esteem.
I wonder if that would be, it is truth. And we have observed, I wonder if this is going to be, it is truth. Aletheis has to do with aletheia. Aletheis, that has to do with truth. That's what I would say. We've heard the word, we've heard your word, and we've observed that it is truth. I don't know. And we have observed.
Thank you for holding on.
That it is truth. Okay, let's look at the next one. It's going to be Legustine. Okay, so this would be, Legustine, O-T, Theos,
God, Deus,
Scotia,
Scotia, Castile,
Estine,
Esteem. It is open.
A niece,
Emis,
da,
there,
they, girl, men,
Legon,
O-T, O, they, os,
Eos,
os, I don't want my word here. Os.
Os,
Okay. Legustine,
Legostine,
O-T,
O-T,
okay.
Deus,
Scotia means darkness.
darkness. Yeah, I remember.
Legustine.
And I don't know what that word is.
Okay, this is gonna be we. Lego, oh my gosh, I don't know what this would be. Let me look back.
Yeah.
It's not logos word, it's Legustine.
Legostine,
So it's Lego, which is, what is Lego? Oh my gosh. I don't know, this is a hard way to try and figure this out. Seems like we've had that somewhere.
yeah, I know.
We've had logos. Do we have it in our lesson?
Legostine. You know, it look like you, la you thing, about you, but that's
Yeah,
not
but that's
you.
a gamma.
Yeah.
Legustine.
Legostine. Look like you though.
I don't know. Legustine. Okay, I don't know what that means. So Steen would be, Ustine would be a third person plural. Okay. It's going to be saying, have to do with speaking or saying. Third person plural. So third person is they. He, she, or it, or they. So this is going to be plural. They say that God is darkness.
That's not right. They are lost.
And then Eunice is we. This is, I think this is what he said, but we say, men is we. But we say, maybe Eunice is, wait. Eunice, hold on, I gotta. Yeah, we, well, they have we here. We is actually built into the ending of this. But we say that God, Phos, is light.
Yes.
They say that God, they say Ustine is they, plural. They say that God, Theos, Sotia, Estine, is darkness. But we say that God is light.
Okay.
All right, let's try the third one. Okay, here's one. Okay, grapho.
Right.
Okay,
Writing.
grapho, yes, it has to do with writing, you're right. But who's writing? Is it I'm writing, you're writing, he's writing? We're gonna figure that out in a minute. Grapho, I don't know about all these accents. Logon, taste,
Taste. Okay.
So-
Taste.
theos,
Los Theos.
Sophios. We've had that word yet. Okay,
Yes.
grapho. So look at your ending, words ending in O, in omega, first person singular. I write, let me get my blue pen. So it's, I write,
All right.
and umin is going to be, let me go back to this chart in the back. Umin is you, second person plural, y'all. It's dative. Umin, so it's going to be to you.
Back to you.
So I write to you. Okay, logon tes Sophias. So I write the word. That's the accusative. So it's I write the word to you. And tas Sophias is probably an adjective, and I think Sophias means wisdom. So I write the wise word. That probably means wise. Because Sophia, it has to do with wisdom. It's a Greek word for wisdom. Sophia. If you know anybody named
the
Sophia,
last word.
yeah. Sophias.
Sophia. I get that.
So any woman you know with the name Sophia, her name
Yeah.
is wisdom. Sophia.
That's a total there. What is that, I
Fee. There's a fee.
Fee.
It says Sophias.
Sophia.
I write to you
Sophia.
the wise word, a wise
That's
word.
something with that word. That I word. Okay, good.
Well, no, that's a different word.
No, I'm saying it helps you with the pronunciation.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Ekete. Let's see. Ekete. Remember that's going to say k. Ekete.
That's
It
captain.
doesn't say X. It says ek.
X.
Like ek for Christmas. Like ek. Ete.
X.
It doesn't say X, though. It says ek.
I'm saying either. Don't say the E?
Yeah. But together those say ek, not X. Ek. Yeah.
Ek.
Ekete, ten, aga, pain, two,
Agape again.
patros.
No.
Ekete, I got pain. This is actually one word. It shouldn't be separated that far. I got pain. Two patros.
Two patros. That's fathers. Really? No, patros, that's not fathers?
Two patros of the Father.
Oh, the father.
And I got
I'm
pain.
learning words. I'm learning words. I'm going to read again.
Which means love. So ekete has to do with you have. Have. So is it you have, I have, we have, they have? So we want to look for an ending that's it's a te. te ending, eke, te, eka, ta. Ta. So it's going to be second person, that's you, plural, y'all. Y'all have
Love of the Father.
the love of the Father. Y'all have the love of the Father.
I recognize the word.
One last one, and then we're going to stop for the day, because we're at the end anyway. Okay, if I have room. Oh my gosh. Okay, it's, they go,
Over. Lego.
they go, so it's going to end with an omega. Lego, O-T,
Logo. Yes.
Menomen,
No.
Menomen, and to,
Into.
into, Theo.
Theo.
Okay. So Lego is going to have to do with, see how we have Lego, the one saying Lego
Yeah.
is speaking, but it's ending in an omega. So it's I say, I speak. See, I say, Lego, I say, or I am saying. When you say O Legon, as we started our scripture with, it was the one that is
The
saying.
one.
Lego, I say, OT, that. Now, menomen, we had menin to remain. Menomen, look at the men ending. Look down here,
That's
men
we.
ending.
That's we, isn't it?
Yeah, you know what, you were standing right in front of the camera. The other camera. Oh, I'm sorry, I just realized you were standing right in front of the camera.
I'm sorry.
I didn't pay attention to that until I just sat down. Okay, so Lego, OT, menomen, men is a first person plural ending. That means we,
That's we, okay.
first person plural. So I say that we remain, because this was to remain, menin. This is menomen, is we remain in, and then you have to, theo, in God. You don't have to put the God, but in God. I say that we
I was
remain in
right, I
God.
thought it was God.
Yeah, theo.
I'm learning.
Theo, theos.
Kiss my brain, smart.
Okay,
I'm smart, I'm just learning.
so that would be 1, 2, 3. Okay, so we did all 4 of them. So write down the answers in your book so you'll have them for Tuesday night.
Okay, hold on.
Yeah, I didn't realize when you stood there that you were.
I'm sorry.
That's okay.
Oh.
That's okay.
Okay.
She could still hear. She just couldn't see anything but your shoulder.
I'm sorry. You're not here to direct me. Okay. You know what's cool about my phone? If I take a picture right now and I press this button, the certain button in here, and it circles every word, and then it tells me every word, and if I press speak or whatever the word is, it says it.
It'll say it in Greek? Really?
I don't hear it too good, but it's okay.
Okay, I'm gonna write these down in my book so I'll have them. Okay, I think that's correct. I don't know, I may be wrong.
I'm going to the library, so I can't get no peace at the house. Is Tina on the Zoom thing?
No, she was just getting released from the hospital, so I'm just recording this
Oh, so
for
she'll
her.
get it later. Okay.
Yeah. That's why I
I'm praying for
said,
you, Tina, to get well for your recovery.
yeah, she'll get it later. We say that God is light. Okay, does that make sense to you, Mama?
Yes, it does. I tell you, you have no idea how this helps me. And that's when I found that thing. I be playing with the phone, like my friend Ross, she said, I'll be playing with it. And I play with it, I'll let it get aggravated. But that night, when I got married, I found out this thing, you know.
Oh,
And it was
okay.
talking, I said, praise God. I don't know if I was loud and I went over there praising God thinking. Because, I mean, it's just hard.
You are beginning to recognize things, and you're beginning to, you're beginning to see how they all go together.
Right, especially ending things.
Uh-huh.
When I first heard it, I said, oh God, this is just too much. But I think Greek is too much. But I learned it, and I'm really enjoying it. I mean, I was at therapy for my knee, and this man, one of the workers said, you studying Greek or something? I said, yeah. She said, you going to Greek? I said, not that I know of.
Okay, I don't know if she caught all that. Let me see if I can reach up here and, get out. I don't know if you caught all that, Tina. Especially what we had done up at the top of the board since we added that in, but there it is. So, up into all of this is your exercises, boom, 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 boom. Your exercises at the end of the chapter that we were supposed to do. So, hopefully that will help you. Hopefully you can maybe pause and figure out what all this is saying. Anyway, I'm going to stop the recording.